What's up guys, GameRager95 here and welcome to episode 7 of Road to the Unbeatables. And as you can see, we managed to get loads of contracts. I'm not sure if I had them in the last episode, but basically it's just the 59th minute, just 200 to 250 buy it now price, and we apply one there to BOCCHETTI. I got like 40 of them or something, and we come up against this guy. We have to change to our away kit because the guy refused to switch himself even though he was the away team, but that's not much of an issue. He was Team Encoder. He had a 4-3-3 with a highly rated BPL Liga BBVA hybrid. I think the main players there were probably Hazard, Aguero and Ramos. But in the 4th minute, with our Russian league team, Traore gets the ball and cuts in, wins the free kick, but plays advantage and finesses it into the top corner to make it 1-0 past Casillas, which is a great start to the match with this Russian league team, who I have to say Traore has been the star of this team. But in the 20th minute, Di Maria cuts in and plays it in, but the shot is blocked by Alves. Poor clearance though, gives it to Iniesta. Iniesta dribbles into the box and smashes it into the bottom corner to make it 1-1 in the 22nd minute. And at this point I was like, well, it's quite difficult against a team like this to get back, but credit to McGeady's skill here. I love the 5-star skills. He runs into the box with some nice dribbling and plays it to Boussoufa, whose deflected shot gets into the bottom corner to make it 2-1 to me. Some great skill from the two 5-star skillers there, I have to say. And in the 59th minute, we win a corner, which McGeady takes, curls it into the far corner, and BOCCHETTI is there to header it in after the keeper makes the mistake of coming out. And as soon as you come out as a goalkeeper, unless you're 100% guaranteed that you're going to save it, it will be a goal, no matter what. Which is something I found out the hard way, to be honest. But we get a good chance in the 76th minute. The ball's won by Diarra, played to Boussoufa, who plays it to Traore and then to Emenike, who dribbles past two players and finesses it into the top corner on his right foot. And that makes the score 4-1 there. And it's starting to look a bit like a drubbing, to be honest. The guy just didn't have what it took, I guess, to beat this Russian league team, which is a really, really nice team. And that's how the match ends, 4-1. And you'll see here the man of the match was Emenike, and I got 631 coins from that match. And looking at the match details, I had 53% of the possession, even though I only had 71% pass accuracy, which annoyed me, because I figured I should be doing better with 3 central midfielders who all had decent passing stats, to be honest. But we have 6 points now in Division 2, I think this is, and we decided to go with our Bundesliga team for this match against Miguel Juan Corre, who had, well, his team was called Real Oviedo, and he had a BBVA team, Liga BBVA team, but I think the main issue for him was that he had a really slow defense and midfield. And that was something that my attackers could probably capitalize on. I mean, they aren't necessarily the fastest, Lewandowski and Arnautovic, but they're fast enough to capitalize on a ridiculously slow defense. And you'll see that here with Arnautovic just beating the offside trap and volleying it in past the goalkeeper in the 12th minute to make it 1-0. And the goals don't end there, because in the 19th minute, a poor pass by him was given away to Diego, who plays it to Lewandowski, plays a 1-2 with Arnautovic, and then chips it over for Lewandowski just to simply header it in past the keeper into the bottom corner to make it 2-0. And in the 25th minute, Diego dribbles past a player, plays it to Shaqiri, who sort of just cuts in onto his favoured left foot and just smashes it into the top corner, far side top corner, to make it 3-0? Yeah. And I mean, again, I completely dominated this guy. And another clearance here is played up to Arnautovic, who plays it to Lewandowski. Lewandowski plays the over-the-top through ball, and Arnautovic from the edge of the box just smashes it in to the top corner. The keeper had no chance there, especially with Arnautovic's shot power. And the goals don't seem to end, luckily enough for me. And Lewandowski's tackle, but the ball manages to fall to Arnautovic. And I could have played it a bit sweaty, but I was winning 4-0. There was 3-0. There was no point, and Arnautovic just smashes it in to make the score 5-0. Actually, he manages to get a cross in, and the header saved by Bernd Leno excellently. But from the resulting corner, Feghouli crosses it in, and Soldado manages to beat my defence a bit too easily for my liking, to be honest. And I felt that was an undeserved goal for him. But I always just seem to concede goals, which is a worry for me. I don't know what he was doing here, but in the 56th minute, defensively, some poor work from him, and the ball manages somehow to land at the feet of Diego after some good interceptions, and he scores to make it 6-1. And then we get a free kick, and as I said in the last episode, I consider myself to be quite good at free kicks, and this sort of emphasizes my point. With Diego, despite only having 71 shot power, he's got 90 free kick accuracy and 89 curve, and if you can just power it with 2 bars maybe, it will go into the bottom corner almost all the time. And Arnautovic here wins the ball, cuts into the box, plays it back, and Diego just smashes it into the top corner. Slightly sweaty, I'll give you that, a bit of a trampy goal, but it's not too much of an issue. You know, you need to get maximum points, and the more shots on target you have, the better it is, even though 8-1 is already quite a big scoreline. But he manages to play a nice chip through ball there, and a lovely chip from Sanchez in the 90th minute, which is the time I seem to concede most of my goals, and he manages to score to make it 8-2, but there was no chance of a comeback at this point, and that's how the match ends. It ends 8-2 with Diego hat-trick and Arnautovic scoring 4 goals, as well as Shaqiri managing to get himself on the score sheet. It was an extremely dominant performance, to be honest, and the guy just refused to exit this portion of I guess the end of the match, but he eventually does, and we see Arnautovic has man of the match with 9.8 rating. We get 643 coins, and we also have 9 points in Division 2, which means that we only need 3 wins, 8 points. And even though we get 9 points for 3 wins, the quickest way to beat our total is by getting 3 consecutive wins, which is what we're going to go for in the rest of this episode. And 7 games remaining there, as you can see, perfect results in our first 3 matches. And this is going to take us nicely into the next match, which is against a guy with our Bundesliga team again. And it's against a guy called Susi 232 with the team FC Batata, which actually in Arabic, because I speak Arabic, it means football club potato in Arabic, which is an interesting name. I'm not sure if he intended it, if he actually speaks Arabic and thought it was quite funny, but his team is quite poor, to be honest. He attempted some ridiculous hybrid and it didn't really work, and it was easy to get past, as you can see by this incredible goal from Schürrle, who just heel-to-heel flicks on the edge of the box to beat one defender, cuts in easily enough, and just laces it in to the far corner with his right foot. It's a goal that I really enjoy scoring, that with the heel-to-heel flick. It's probably my favourite skill, to be honest. And again in the 47th minute, he gives the ball away, and Schürrle wins it back and smashes it into the far corner yet again in the 49th minute to give me a 2-goal lead. And I mean, this guy just didn't seem to play particularly well, if I'm being honest. We take a poor shot there, but the goal kick is taken by Diego Alves and is just given straight to Lewandowski, who's just going to compose himself and finesse it into the bottom corner in the 61st minute to make it 3-0. And we're 3-0 up now, and we want to make it more. We want to get maximum coins, and that's exactly what we try to do here. In the 76th minute, some nice football, and Diego is played through, step-overs into the, cuts in, and just finesses it over the on-rushing goalkeeper to make it 4-0. And that's just a lovely goal, to be honest. The step-overs and the finesse shot were perfect. And straight from kickoff, this guy gives the ball away, an over-the-top through ball to Arnautovic, who just outside of the foot shot, I guess, straight into the top corner. Didn't want to use his left foot, and I can understand why when you've got a right foot that good. And in the 89th minute, he manages to get the ball to Emenike, who plays it through to Podolski. And this is where the game got annoying, because I went in for the slide tackle, but then it just decided to change player. And that's one of the things that annoys me, to be honest, about FIFA, is when it decides to change player just quite randomly, and it costs you a goal. And he gets another chance, actually, but he can't convert it, and we win the match 5-1. And yet again, I destroy the guy, but I can't seem to keep a clean sheet. And Lewandowski won man of the match there. We got 683 coins, and we dominated, to be honest, with 57% of possession and 79% passing, as well as 13 shots on target out of 22. And it was a completely dominant performance, an easy victory, and that's given us 12 points, which means that we only need to win 2 more matches. And I decided to do a bit of squad maintenance now with this Bundesliga team, giving Joru and Luis Gustavo some contracts. But then I realized that they were a bit low on fitness, to be honest, in the low 90s, and I decided to go with my Russian league team, who were all at 99 fitness, so it made a lot more sense. And we go into this match against a guy called All Stars FC, and he's got a cheap but fast 4-1-2-1-2 Premier League team, which you'll be able to see right now. Everyone except for those 3 defensive central players, who are Cahill, Parker and John O'Shea, are extremely fast, and maybe the 2 strikers aren't that fast, but they're good at heading, so it's a very sweaty team, that's all I can say. But we managed to get a free kick in the 45th minute, and Tosic on his left foot just curls it beautifully into the bottom corner. And that's exactly as I was saying before, just 2 bars of power needed, and you need to get the curve right, obviously. If they've got over 80 curve, try to give it a bit more, put it a bit more of a distance away from the goal. But we get played through here, and MNEK is just going to take his time in this one-on-one. And in the 57th minute, we get our second goal of the match to make it 2-0 after some good work from Traore to win the ball and play through MNEK. And then in the 62nd minute, McGeady manages to get the ball, and first time cross is headed away. Tosic on the volley, very unlucky not to score there. But somehow, Mini Diarra manages to head it in from the edge of the box. And that's one of those goals that never happen in real life, but can easily happen in FIFA, to be honest. And it was quite surprising, to be honest. I never expected Diarra to be able to score a header like that. But we get the ball here with McGeady, some nice 1-2 football, and I use the L2, R2, or left trigger, right trigger to cut into the box and just smash it in with the outside of the foot again. And that makes it 4-0. And the guy at this point had enough of this match and decided to rage quit, which gave me a win. I think it ended 4-0. I'm not sure if they took away the 4th goal because he rage quit. No, they kept it at 4-0, and we have 662 coins from that match, and we only need 2 points left. And I decided, you know what, I'm on a roll, I might as well play one more match, which is exactly what I do. I go into the final match of the episode, and hopefully of the division, against a guy called Alta Milan. And he's got a really, really nice hybrid. Really fast hybrid, actually. Looking at the pace, you've got Walcott and Giovinco, who are just ridiculously fast. Hamsik and Marquisio and Wilshere are all fast midfielders. But in the nothing happens until the 43rd minute, where we win the ball back, and Tosic plays a lovely over-the-top through ball to Traore, who from the edge of the box just finesses it past the on-rushing goalkeeper, to make it 1-0 for me in the 45th minute, which is, I mean, it's a great goal to get this match started against a really strong team. And I got a bit cocky at this point, and the ball gets played to Walcott after some sloppy defending from me, and a bit of poor defending from my last man allows Wilshere to get through in the 71st minute, and it's 1-1. And at this point I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to have to play another match in Division 2. But we get a corner in the 90th minute, and I always talk about how I hate 90th minute corner goals, and I get one. A diving header from Traore, the dream ending to Division 2, to be honest, and the guy gets extremely pissed off, obviously, that I scored in the last minute to win the match, and we win it. We win the division thanks to a last minute corner goal from a diving header from Lassina Traore. And we get 549 coins from that match, and we win the division and the title with 4 games remaining. I do have a question for you though. I want to know what Let's Play should I do next. I'm going to do a Let's Play, and it's either going to be Far Cry 3, Assassin's Creed 3, Mass Effect 3, Tomb Raider. One of those 4 games, and you guys need to let me know which one you want me to play in the comments section below. Also follow me on Twitter at with my Twitter will be linked in the description below. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Quite a long episode to make up for the short one yesterday, or this either yesterday or this morning, depending on when I upload it. But if we can get the same amount of likes as yesterday's episode or today's episode, episode 6, if we can get the same amount of likes, I'll upload another one in the evening. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like the episode, and yeah, peace out.